Good afternoon. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Driving with Steven. Today we're going to be talking about a concept that I use in my real estate as a strategy, and it is called ready, fire, aim. Okay? Normally when we think about, shooting a gun as an example of what we're using here, we would need to get ready, we would need to aim at our target, and then we would need to fire. But in real estate, we have the opportunity to reverse that a little bit, and we can actually make an offer on a property and then aim in on our target to get it where we need to be as far as purchase price. So I want to give an example of how that functions, because I think it plays a really remarkable role in what we're able to do. So if I find a property that I'm interested in, I need to go through and figure out, is this a property that, number one, the seller would be willing to work with me on purchasing, because I'm going to need to buy that property at a discount in my real estate business. So first of all, we need to find a person in a circumstance where selling it below market value is an appropriate action for them. Maybe they're falling behind on their mortgage, they just need to get out of that home. Maybe they own it free and clear, but it needs a lot of work, and they don't want to put the money into getting it up to that market value, so they're willing to sell it at a discount to me and allow me to do it through my business. So the way this would work is I would actually take that property and analyze it, and I start with the number that I think I can sell it for, and we do that by doing a comparative market analysis on the neighborhood around it and see what is sold in the area that's equivalent in age and style to what I'm going to make it look like when I'm done. So we come up with that number, and then we say, okay, well, how much do I need to put into it to fix it up? How much is the money that I'm borrowing? Because I never do real estate with any of my own money, so there's interest accrued on the money borrowed. So how much is that going to cost me? Are there any realtor fees associated to this? Are there any HOAs? What are the taxes? All of these different numbers need to be analyzed to figure out, what is this house going to cost me to own and to work on it? And then I say, okay, well, after all that's said and done, how much money do I want to make? And once I've deducted all those different numbers, now I can come to a number that says, this is how much I can afford to pay for the property. So once I've figured that out, I may have never actually walked in the doors yet. I've just got a rough idea on kind of where I need to be. So I go ahead and I send my offer into that seller and say, this is how much I'm willing to pay for it. So now I have fired, right? But I haven't aimed, I haven't honed in on exactly what we're gonna be. I need to negotiate that. So they come back to me and either say, yes, we'll accept it, or no, we won't, and come back with a counter offer. No matter what happens, as long as they don't outright just say no, if they say maybe and we're gonna talk, now I can actually go in and have inspections done, start finalizing, okay, where am I gonna get my money from? How am I gonna put this deal together? And we actually thoroughly go through it. And what I mean by that is, now we've already fired the bullet, we've already made the offer, but now we're aiming in so that we can hit our goal on our target, so that we can be profitable with that situation. So it's something that's really unique and really great. And here's the best part about doing this with real estate is, let's say that as we get into the negotiations, maybe I think I can, do $20,000 worth of rehab on this house to make it look really great. But I get in there and I start running the numbers, after we do an inspection, we find out, oh my goodness, all the electrical wiring in the house is bad and the whole house needs to be rewired, and we're gonna have to spend another $5,000-$10,000 to do that. Is that a deal now for me? It depends. If I can negotiate the price down those additional dollars, and I know that I can go out and get that lending from somewhere to cover that cost, then yeah, it's still a deal. But if it's not, we're during our inspection period, I can go ahead and relinquish myself from that deal and move on, and I haven't lost anything but some time. So this is what I mean by don't let fear freeze you in place and stop you from at least making an offer. You have the ability to back out of that deal without any harm, as long as you're not taking advantage of the people. Be quick about it. Don't take forever and hold on to their property and keep them from selling it to somebody else. But we have the ability to get ready, to fire, and then aim. And that is a wonderful opportunity for all of you to learn and to use in your real estate strategies. So, guys, thanks for watching. Guys and girls. I need to be a little bit more politically correct there. But thanks for watching. We're going to see you on the next one.